Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Carmel Marceline, and I'm so excited that you're here. If you're new to the channel, welcome! Welcome to the family, and I love talking about my hobbies, plants being one of them. In today's video, I'm giving you a masterclass on how to be a plant baddie, but on a budget. Yes, I'm sharing 5 different ways to get that gorgeous plant aesthetic at a fraction of the cost. So get ready, we are going on a journey. Tip number 1. Thrift stores and discount stores are your friends. Do you want a beautiful glass propagation vessel or even a new planter but at a fraction of the cost? Well, look no further. If you go to your local thrift store or even a discount store such as Home Goods, Marshall's, TJ Maxx, you're sure to find one of these gems. I kid you not. Well, luckily for you, I am going to show you firsthand what type of stuff you can actually find at a local thrift store. I went to Unique Thrift Store in Northern Virginia, close to where I grew up, a couple of weeks ago, and let's just say there were a lot of gems. We're here, baby. That's Unique. Right there. Let's go. They actually have a whole bunch of stuff in here. You can clearly see there's so much glass here. I think we could easily use one of these as a propagation vessel. I think these are terracotta pots. Let me move this. Okay, well, this is awesome. Okay, what do we think about this one? That could be fun. It's also pretty big. Now that we finished up at Unique Thrift Store, I headed on over to my local Home Goods. So they have a ton of planters. Like, so cute watering can. I absolutely love coming here because a lot of my planters in the past have actually come from this lovely place. But they have so many plant stands. Some great dried artificial plants too, if you're into that sort of thing. I love coming here because you can get so many things at a fraction of the cost. Like, if you were to go to a West Elm or a Crate and Barrel, you would have to pay an arm and a leg for a basic planter. So why do that if you could come here? So you could totally use that if you wanted like a cloche to display your plants. We just hit a gold mine because look at how cute these little containers are. And it covers on here on top. You can 100% make that into a terrarium. It doesn't take a deep wallet to get the beautiful looks for plant styling. All you need is some patience and creativity. Tip number 2, go dumpster diving. This is one of my favorite ways to find propagation vessels. Trust me, as soon as you look into your recycling bin, you'll probably be amazed with what you'll find. Anything from glass jars to ceramic jars, any of that can be used to up your plant game. I'm gonna show you exactly what is in my recycling bin. Hopefully I don't expose myself too much. I have these La Fermière. If you know how to say it, comment down below. I don't know how to pronounce it. I believe it's French, but it has my favorite yogurt, and it comes in these beautiful terracotta little cups, jars. I use these for propagating. Usually I'll use sphagnum moss. So I love them. Another thing I love doing is just taking a peek in my pantry, because oftentimes I can find such great stuff. Or once I finish the actual liquid or what have you, I can remember to grab it. For instance, I have this balsamic vinegar from Trader Joe's, and as soon as this is done, it's in a clear bottle and I can use it for propagating with water. We love that. While we're in my kitchen, we may as well look in my fridge and see what else I could use. I can get this out. But something like jam jars, you can see that here. Once you're done with this, you can totally use it for propagating. Even this pesto jar, don't let the green fool you. It is a clear jar. You can also use that for propagating. Yeah, you don't really need to buy new things. You probably have all of this in your home or about to go into your recycling bin. Tip number 3, shop my stash. Now that I've finished dumpster diving, I want to see if there's anything I can upcycle that's already in my home. Trust me, I got a lot of planters. Okay, don't mind the dust and mess over here. This is underneath my bookcase because I like to hide this stuff. I do love this one, not enough to upcycle it. I like how it looks, but I think this is a really good contender because I have no idea what I was thinking when I first got it. Like, it does not match the vibe. Now that I got the planter that I want to upcycle, I want to look for some paint to give it new life. I'm going to go through my stash of paint that I've collected throughout the years from past DIY projects and find any that speak to me. Wow, I have no idea how I had this many paint samples, but I think this one will do the trick. Now that I got my selected paint, I'm gonna grab that and my planter, some baking soda because I wanna do a ceramic look and feel, and of course a paintbrush. I'm gonna lay some scrap paper on my table because I don't wanna get paint everywhere, because knowing me, I will 100% do that. Once I've laid that down, I'm going to put all my supplies there, and then in a little disposable bowl, I'm going to put some of that paint, and I'm gonna eyeball the baking soda until I see the texture that's thick, but just enough liquid to actually coat and use as paint. Now that that's mixed, I'm going to paint the planter. I'm probably gonna have to do multiple coats, but you're gonna see a sped up version of me bringing new life to this planter. Now that the planter is all beautiful and dry, and fully dry, I'm going to spray it with this crystal clear enamel. This is the one I use. Having it as a spray just makes it easier, honestly. And then I'm gonna let that dry for 30 minutes, and voila, it's done. Here's the before, and here's the after. What do we think? Do we like? Was it a good upgrade? Tip number 4, call on the plant community. Wow, the plant community out there is so amazing. It's like I found my people, you know what I mean? Now, if you're short on funds, I highly recommend that you join a Facebook plant group. My two favorite ones, because I'm local to New York City, is New York City Plant Exchange and the Skindapsis Lounge. You can go to these plant groups for any information, how to take care of your plant, if you have pests, if you just have questions and you're not sure what the answer is, you've got a whole bunch of people that are willing to help. What I also love about this community is that people willingly give away free plant cuttings. This is 100% more economical than going to a website like Bloomscape. No shade to Bloomscape, but the plants there are so overpriced. Luckily, if you use one of these plant groups, you can oftentimes get really amazing, uncommon, and even rare plants at a fraction of the cost. Crazy, right? Lastly, local Facebook plant groups host awesome events. For instance, there's going to be a plant swap in New York City in the next couple of weeks, where people can bring any plants that they want to trade with others. You also don't need to bring a plant to get free plants, which is awesome. I mean, the math isn't mathing, but that sounds like a good deal to me. Tip number 5, check that clearance rack. Big box stores like Home Depot or Lowe's, oftentimes these retailers will discount amazing plants because it just doesn't look the best. Maybe it's slightly declining, maybe it's lost some leaves, maybe it has pests, but you can usually get some awesome plants for cheap, and all it really takes is patience and some tender, loving care. But honestly, all plants need that. Another thing that I like to do is go to your local greenhouse plant store and look at the sale section, because oftentimes you can get some pretty awesome plants for really cheap. Like, can't even read how much that dying Skindapsis looks like. But this is a Gloriosum that is 50% off. And in New York City, one of my favorite stores here, Greenery Unlimited, if you don't know, you know. It's actually in Greenpoint, Brooklyn. It's a bit of a warehouse. It's close to the water, and they have a sidewalk sale that they do once or twice a year. Usually it happens at the end of August, early September, after the spring-summer growing season. And you can get ginormous plants, like huge fiddly figs for $40. Where else are you going to find that price? Nowhere. There you have it. Those are 5 tips on how to be a plant baddie, but on a budget. If you have your own tips that I didn't share, or if you use any of the tips that I've mentioned in today's video, comment down below. I'd love to know. And with that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for spending it with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until then, bye!